So let's start having some fun and let's start designing. Come with me. Let's start with some fragrant flowers, such as hyacinths, gardenias, stock. Intoxicating, amazing. Can you smell that? Love it. So now, to start designing, look how basic and simple this really looks and is to create modern and stylish. All I did was take the bundle of stock, cut that up. I left about 3 inches from the stem and I bundled them all together. So we have here 2 bunches of stock. I cut them all to one size on an angle and I placed it in this wood container that already has a tin vessel in it to hold the water, which is very important. And I just placed them so that the heads of the flowers are just at the base of the vase. That's another key tip, is some of you don't know actually how and where to cut the flower so that it looks best. I like to have the flowers as low as possible so it's low and compact, meaning tight. Again, the flower begins the lowest part at the base of the vase. Rearrange those so that everything is in place. And you're done. Now what did that take, about 5 minutes? Look how beautiful that looks. And this is great for coffee table design, entranceway, anywhere. This can also be placed in a metal container which will look fabulous. Next is our hyacinths. Now these come also in a bunch of different colors. Yellow, purple, white. The design I made here is a tone on tone. Hot pink glass vase with pink hyacinths. Simple, modern elegance. The way I created this design is I took 14 to 15 stems of hyacinths. I removed all the leaves so that they're nice and clean. I just gave them all a nice cut. I lined them up, one on top of another, so that we have all the same height. And do you smell that? So amazing. I took my knife, that's what this is good for the knife. Look how easy that cuts right through the hyacinth stem. And then I just gather them together, making sure that this is how you're testing the height. In other words, the head of the vase, the head of the flower is just at the base of the vase. And you can always cut more, but it's harder to take away. So if you're not sure, cut less and then you can always cut more. Arrange them nicely, making sure that no stems are being seen, but only the flower heads. If you need one more, one less, go ahead, add or take away. And look at that, final piece. What did that take us, about 5 minutes? Well, let me just show you how different this design would look if we just put it in a different vase, such as a bamboo, whether green or natural color. Now, because bamboo is not water resistant, you want to make sure to have glass or some kind of a paper cup, something that will enable the water to go in there. Now just take your bunch and then put that in the vase. Here you may have to cut that a little bit shorter or just rearrange them a little bit. And look at that, how beautiful is that? Somewhat of a different look by just changing the vase. A little bit more natural, if you may. And if you wanted to go with a green color, let me just show you that real quick. That's really fresh and natural. Wow. I love that. You probably want to cut some of those stems down. So you really want them low and compact. You want this to be a low and compact design. It also holds all the flowers in place, and they stay fresher longer. Look at that design. It's nice, isn't it? And that's suitable. That's perfect for a bathroom design or entrance, because when you walk in, take a whiff, I want some of that. Gardenias are generally used for either as floating flowers or in a bride's bouquet. This is really how they actually come on this petal with a really short stem. They're very, very delicate yet potent flowers. I placed them in a round dish, some clear water, some rocks, and some floating candle. But look how I switched it up by just adding a dash of color dye. I'm going to use green here, but really we could use any color. Probably best to do that before you have the flowers, in, but that's fine as well. Let's give it a little twirl. How about for St. Patrick's Day, whether it's a holiday? Add some of this green, these flowers, and you've got yourself an amazing St. Patrick's Day design. And if you want to maybe add blue in there, or red, or any other type of holiday, maybe it's Christmas, you want to add red dye in here, look at that fabulous design. Forget about one of our favorites, lavender. These are really also known as healing flowers. The color, the scent, it's one of my favorites. And it's really traditional in this wood box, but very modern when I switch it up and put it in a blue, sea glass blue vase. Looks very, very fresh. Really different. All of a sudden you have a completely different design. All I did was cut some of the stems off, left them in two bunches, gathered them together, and put them inside the vase.